Fortunately, the anxious wait for the paramedics is over.
It's a weight off your mind when the ambulance or the paramedic or any medical help turn up, that it's their profession, that they know what to look for, they know what to test for.
Sophie. Hello, Sophie.
No cuts, wounds, anything that I can see. She's as pale as a ghost.
She's got low blood pressure, that's why they put her back down.
Got blood out the stomach, presumably she's vomited.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound good, and bleeding stomach.
No.
Sure.
While the paramedics work to bring her round, the cops are trying to find any information that could help them to treat her.
She has had a road traffic collision, but we don't know whether it's down to something that she's taken.
A search of her belongings could give them a lead.
No, just looking inside the vehicle. Obviously, paramedics are very concerned with the amount of blood that's been brought up by the young girl. Just in case if there's any medicine in the car which could indicate what she might be suffering from. But there's nothing I can see at the moment.
There's nothing in the car, tablets or anything like that, no?
No, I've just been through there, nothing.
Doesn't smell of booze, does it, or anything?
No, nothing, no Narvis, no nothing.
No.
Bit of a horsey type by the looks of it.
Yeah.
I'd noticed that she'd got horse riding boots on and also joggers, and at that point I thought, has a bang on the head occurred?
There's no marks or anything on the helmet or anything, is there?
No.
No mud?
We just offer any support we can, and if it means standing there like a tree holding something, then that's what we do. And if it means that a life is saved or helped in that way, then I'm sure we can put up with the pain of holding one of those up for a short while.
Her condition is now stable, but the reason for her sudden illness is still unknown.
I think we're going to try and get her back over the crash barrier into the back of an ambulance and down to Worcester Toot Sweet.
No. Scoop, she's on. Yeah, on. Back for us. Sophie, how are you feeling? Your eyes, Chris.
She'll be rushed to Worcester Hospital, only 3 miles away, where the doctors will carry out a full diagnosis and treatment.
Thanks a lot, mate.
A 130 miles north, PC's Mick Roff and Jim Duffy of the Yorkshire and Humber Regional Road Crime Team are out on patrol. In Yorkshire, the night shift has a different set of challenges.
I prefer working at night because there's fewer people around on the roads, but there's a lot of criminals around because they do their business at that time of night, so they're much easier to spot.
The people in the green car they're passing now are going to be given a once-over.
It's 3 lads in quite an old, beaten-up car. So it's always worth having a stop, having a chat. I'm not saying they're doing anything wrong. Have a stop, have a chat, and just see who they are and what they're about.
999 activated.
You all right, mate? How you doing? You all right, lads? Just pull keys out for us. Hand them here. Nice one. Is it your car, mate?
No, it's not mine, no.
Whose is it?
It's my friend's here.
Your friend's there?
Yeah.
Right, so it's his car, and you're insured to drive this?
He's had a bit of to drink in it, so I'm just dropping him off to his house.
So you're not insured?
It looks like an open and shut case, but it's the backseat passenger who's making this stop more than just routine.
What's up with you, mate, here?
I don't know, I think he's had a bit to drink, that's what.
Have you got all you should have?
Yeah? No, I haven't got
Put these on, mate.
I haven't got
Put these on loose at front.
Yeah?
He's acting funny, mate, isn't he? Aye.
He's acting well off, isn't he?
Get off.
Yeah, so you'll just sit tight there and keep your hands where we can see.
What's up with this lad? What's he had it back here?
My house, yeah?
He's not going to get in trouble. Just tell us what he's taken, because he's obviously taken
They've
something.
both been drinking, I'm just about to just drop him.
Sir, calm him down, will you?
Just tell him to relax.
Just tell him to
There's
calm
not
down.
to worry about.
Stop acting so paranoid.
You're acting like that, that's why you got the handcuff on.
Has he took some?
He's been drinking
Drinking what?
alcohol.
Lighter fluid. I was worried because of the way he was behaving. The signs and symptoms were he was behaving completely irrationally, completely, incoherent almost. But the 2 guys in the front thought it was amusing.
Jim and Mick, however, aren't laughing.
Lads, you're being detained for purposes of a drug search at this time, all right? He's took some, hasn't
Yeah, I've just...
He has took something, lads, I tell you now.
I've seen it, he's been drinking...
Yeah, it's not just drink, is it?
No.
Yeah, he must have took something, I'm not sure.
You need some fresh
Are you
air.
alright?
Just get
Pal, what's up with you? Have you got asthma?
X-ray Tango 17.
What's that you're spitting out? Is that blood? What have you taken, my friend?
A search of his pockets could provide an answer. Mick's already found some cannabis on the front seat passenger, so now everyone's under suspicion.
Just put your hands out for us, pal. Just gonna handcuff you, alright, because you're detained for the purpose of a search, as my colleague's already explained. And seeing as your pal here's got a bit of green on him, and obviously lad in backs looks like he's eating a field of magic mushrooms, we'll just handcuff you, alright?
I've got a bag of weed on me as well myself.
You've got a bag of weed, have you? No bother, just keep your hands where we can see him and we'll get that sorted. Are you known for drugs?
I'm not, yeah, before I was, yeah.
When were you last dealt with for drugs?
I've been in prison for juveniles for about 5 years ago now.
5 years ago?
Yeah.
And what was that for?
Possession of Class 8 and the supply.
Supply. But for 5 years you've got nothing to do with
No,
drugs?
nothing to do with drugs in 5 years.
Until now.
It's a small amount of cannabis, enough for a street caution for possession.
Any more?
No more.
The cops frequently encounter those who've had one too many, but this is a trickier problem.
It's not asthma, because he's been trying to make himself sick by coughing. We have to make a decision, really. Why is he acting like this? If you called an ambulance for everyone that was drunk, they'd soon run out of ambulances.
Look, he's making himself sick, that's what he's doing.
Go to his house.
No. No, I don't want to go to his house.
Kick him in the face.
Don't kick him in the face, that ain't going to help him, is it? Just stand still. Do you understand English? No.
My house. My house.
No. You wait here, mate, alright? Just wait here, okay?
Ding, yeah, ding. Ding, yeah. Like it ding. No ding. No like ding.
While the cops decide whether the man requires medical attention or is simply off his face, on the Aston Expressway in Birmingham, the two injured passengers have finally been removed from the wreck of the Jaguar.
In my experience, having on the motorway for 10 years or so, it's one of the worst scenes I've seen on the expressway. And I have to say, people say, well, it's always going to happen on the expressway because there's no centre reservation. This is a very, very rare accident on the expressway where somebody actually has a head-on.
Inspector Mark Fullwood is in charge of the crash scene and has been waiting for news of the critically injured woman who was rushed to hospital over an hour ago.
Yeah, I've just received an update from my officers at the hospital. Unfortunately, the female passenger from the Mini, she was rushed into theatre, but unfortunately she has passed away. So now we are treating this as a fatal collision investigation, and we'll do our utmost to find out the cause of the collision.
The scene will now be preserved until a collision investigation team has gathered enough evidence to enable them to work out the sequence of events. Witness accounts and photographs will be used to build a picture of just what happened. The investigation will be helped by the roadside cameras which have caught the whole incident on tape. As the Mini crosses the buffer lane, one lucky car driver has time to avoid it, but the Jaguar driver has no chance to react as the Mini heads directly towards him. The Jaguar was being driven by Paul Hills.
It was quite busy, but traffic was moving well into town, and suddenly this car appeared. The last thing I saw was two headlights, and that was it. We couldn't get left. I didn't have time to brake, do anything. We just took the impact, bang, and that was it.
The evidence from the CCTV is crucial because it reveals that at no point do the Mini's brake lights come on.